Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Deep Blue Renegade podcast. My name is Molly, also known as the Deep Blue Renegade. I'd like to welcome you guys to episode 475. Today is Saturday, November 23rd, 2024, and I'm glad you could join me today. We were in the midst of a atmospheric river, but the sun is now at least briefly shining. All the children are sleeping. Life is good. My parents are arriving tonight, so that should be lovely. So now is the perfect time to do a little podcast. Though I do have to laugh because I pulled up my computer to prepare for my parents arriving. We went through our giant stack of mail. And I had to take care of my county taxes and registering my car, because that was a January thing, and fixing some auto pay stuff, because my bank was subsumed by a different bank, as you do. There's probably more auto pay that needs to be fixed, but we'll eventually get it worked out. It's fine. And then I noticed that I hadn't pressed publish on the last episode, so oh well. We may or may not be graced by the presence of the Kathleen Bean. Since she is currently sleeping, it's best just to let sleeping baby sleep. What would it be? It's just been a little bit challenging because she doesn't tend to want to sleep by herself. So there's been a lot of time of just letting her snooze on my lap. Which means I don't get to snooze. I'm definitely much more clear in the morning, and it is not the morning right now. So, what would it be? So it would be the case where I am still working on the same project, though. I'll need to do a little bit of sleuthing to figure out if my cable needle fell on the floor or if it's somewhere in my bag. I guess it's probably somewhere in my bag. I just probably have to clean it, sort a bit, which is fine. Um, so it is the case where, what was it? So I was working on this on Monday at midnight, and it was the case where it's like, oh yeah, I've been working on this for a while. And then borrowed a tape measure to see how far I'd come, and measured it up. It was like, I have overshot. There's a significant amount of overshoot here. So I was supposed to, in order to match the back, which is already done, I needed 15 inches from the cast off for the underarms, and I had 16 and a half. So then the next day I ended up putting a marker in and ripping back to that spot and then resuming knitting again. I don't think I've recovered yet from that. Let's see. We've got all sorts of interesting things in my bag right now. I've almost recovered. Oh, there's my cable needle. So I still have a little bit of recovery left to go, but we're not too bad. But somehow this has got entangled in my keys, which is the worst. Alright, no longer tangled in keys. It may be tangled in the handle of the bag. Alright, we're free now. And then I was working on this yesterday, during the SSK Zoom and then saw that I missed cable cross. So it was like, so the goal here is to do 18 inches from the sleeve cast off, and so that should give me the my preferred length of full-length sweater. And like really it's like super duper close. Like probably if I had not made that unforced error, um it'd be maybe at least talking about finished pieces. And whatever. Like, let's not get too frisky. Um, so close, so very very close. I'm actually doing the cable right now, but not quite yet, but soon. So this is Piper by Carol Sunday. It is would be, according to Rev, like not a whole ton of projects with it, so I don't know, but it's definitely very gorgeous sweater overall, so hard to complain about that. Um, it is knit out of um, Harrisville Yarns Flywheel in the Aquifer colorway. I'm definitely gonna have some extra yarn, which is lovely. Um, unless there's any problems that end up coming up and seaming, but hopefully not. Would it be, since it is a seam sweater, there's definitely a lot of fun things you can do if it isn't working out right. um which is whatever, it's fine. um we'll see how it all comes together. Yeah, I've been working on this for what seems like forever. I hope I put relevant information in my Ravelry project page. um we'll see. um But yeah, when I ended up finding out that I overshot, it wasn't something where you could just sort of fake it because you're actually doing some increases for for the split hem. So I was like, um, but we'll get it worked out. So it looks like I'm probably about like an inch into the split hem, which means I have like another half inch before I recover from my stake, and then another inch and a half to knit before bind off. And it actually is like pretty simple finishing. So after I seam this, then the next thing, the net, like there is like an applied I-cord for the neck, I believe. Um, I think so. Could reread the pattern. But that's like all the finishing. So the sleeve and bottom edge are not, don't have any finishing on them at all, which is nice. So yeah, and I think the only reason why it transitioned here to the ribbing was because it does curl a bit there, so that would prevent that from occurring. But oh, so pretty. So, you know, looks like things are coming together nicely. Um, what would it be? It doesn't feel like this has as much positive ease as I was hoping for. I guess we'll see when we're done, or I should double check. Um, but like it is a very great blue. I am nothing consistent. So then we'll just bring it close so you can see how rich this color is. It's actually dyed in the wool, so it has reds and greens and purples in addition to the blue. And so it's just very, very gorgeous looking yarn. It's Shetland. It's like we're not breaking records with its softness, but in terms of its gorgeousness, it is unparalleled. Because I was, because what was it? Because I was working with Ulysses, the De Natura at the same time, for which my child has barely worn that sweater. Well, I'm also nervous about sending it to preschool. It was like, yeah, so it's probably a weekend only sort of sweater. Because you can't tell preschool to take the sweater off when he eats or paints. um, so that is woolen spun merino, and it's so nice. But it's okay. There's only so much you can do. But because um because I haven't because I haven't finished that, I haven't begun anything new or continued any other things. And I will be right back. Yeah. So so all right. The Kathleen Bean is a little bit angry right now. Yeah, are you feeling a little bit angry right now? Whoop. Yeah. All the angry face. All the angry face. So, yeah, were you surprised that you were alone? Yeah, it's fair. So, get everything all calmed down. Get everything all snuggly. so, because I didn't finish the sweater, I didn't end up starting anything new. I figure I'm probably good bandwidth wise for one project for a while. Like, this hand is still uh, noticeably less flexible and still has the carpal tunnel and is a bit swollen. But this one, in comparison, just has like a little hint of it right now. And I have like full range of motion, so yeah. Yeah, mommy's still a little broken. So hopefully soon things will clear up. And maybe I can just resume working on the socks or something. We'll see what happens. Or if we'll start making a little stubby. Yeah. Yeah. Is it a little rough right now? You have angry baby face. Yeah. We haven't finished trimming your nails yet today. We got halfway before you fell asleep. Yeah, she just pooped. Yeah, you just pooped. Now she's fine. So, this is my daughter. She is cute and wee. It's been 3 weeks now. She'll be 1 month old on Thanksgiving-ish. Well, Thanksgiving is late this year, so we'll have to take photos on some flat blanket. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it'll be nice to have some more adults around, because it's very hard to take naps when the baby wants to sleep on you. Yep. No, it's fair. So that's all. I think that's all the excitement for this week. We'll see what project I pick up. We'll see if I'm done with my sweater at the next episode. It'd be so exciting. Or if I will, I don't know, like I can actually do a decent amount of knitting right now, so it's okay. Let it be. It's almost nice enough that could just be nice to go for a walk. So there's finally a break in the rain. Yay. Shenanigans. So, do anticipate that I will be able to record again in 2 weeks. No plans for travel, and no one traveling to us after my parents head out next week. So it should be pretty good. And then would it be? And then I guess we'll see how my leaf stuff comes together. It shouldn't be that bad. It should be pretty straightforward. So with that, oh wait, do I have something else? I guess technically I do. It's just maybe challenging to reach. So let's see if we can get it all. So it was the case where what was it? My friend Laura was hosting Knit Night last Sunday. It was also a combination birthday party for my friend Eva. And it was the case where Christine ended up bringing a tote of yarn with her. And so she had concluded that there were parts of her stash that were no longer giving her joy and had been in her stash since she lived in Indiana. What it be? Christine and I are roughly the same age. She graduated college the same year that I did. So, but she was on the other side of the state from me when I was in Indiana. Boop. Yeah, you're waking up a bit. And so I went through stash, and these were the stash she had brought. So this one is Sultry Steps Good For You. So it's 40% Superwash Merino, 20%, or wait, 40% Superwash Merino, 40% Baby Llama, and 20% nylon. And then this one is a tweed. So this one is knit one, crochet two, kettle tweed. So 60% merino, 20% llama, 10% bamboo, and 10% donegal. And I thought these could go together as some sort of shawl. So I picked it up. It was like looking on the screen, maybe maybe they aren't quite compatible blues. Like this one's like a little bit more gray or green leaning. I don't know, whatever. But I figured merino llama blends, or would it be? It's very Indiana. So, and like the story there, I have some like alpaca in my stash from the Indiana days, and it basically boils down to there was a mill in Indiana that was for processing, um, like or making useful llama and alpaca. um, so so it would be the case where that's why there's a lot of whatever the more downbreed. I don't know. Llama's not a downbreed, but well, is llama? Yeah, yeah. Alpaca's not downbreed, but for they were trying to find a way so that farmers who were raising these animals could have a commercial outlet for their fiber. Because that's I guess a pretty common problem was lots of people decided to raise alpacas and llamas and then they didn't know what to do with them. And then it wouldn't be a common fiber that's like accepted at like small mills. So it should be fun. Um, I definitely like alpaca more than llama, but it's fine. Um, and actually, there's one more thing in here too. Let's see. Let's see if we can actually reach it. Oh yeah. So this might not be enough to actually do something. But this is 100 grams of a gradient, which also spark joy. And this one is actually 60% acrylic, 20% nylon, and 20% merino. But I thought it could make a cute something, probably. Would it be? Maybe a little bit atypical for my stash considering its high acrylic content, but it has a really nice hand and it was really good colors. Yeah, really good colors, huh? Yeah. So, so those were some stash positions. Have I finished something? No. Will I have to find a place for it? Yeah. Is there some fiber and yarn on the floor because it fell off the shelf? Yes. So we'll have to do a little bit of creative stacking, but it won't be the end of the world. So now now we can say goodbye. So would it be? So it was a pretty exciting week knitting wise, all things considered. Um, and maybe this next episode will also be exciting. So we'll just have to see how it goes. So with that, I hope you guys have a lovely week, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon. So take care, guys. Bye bye.